Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back. So we are once again in Roblox Studio, and we are focusing on the manufacturing part of the game. So in the last video there, we brought fuel to our base, and now I have to see if we can process it into what are we going to process it into. So for the T2 stuff, right? So I was thinking maybe that I would just do trailers. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. So what's that gonna look like? So duplicate this one because it has all the technology in it. Basically. Bring it over here where we're at. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is we want to delete everything off here that we don't need. We can start with a forklift, basically. Where is it? A forklift there. Isn't this guy part of the... Yeah, there we go. We'll get rid of that. Get rid of these cleats. And that. Okay, and then what I'll do is we'll just get rid of this button here. It's got the welds in it, that doesn't really matter. Cool, and now what we should have, basically, is a blank, almost a blank trailer. All right, and so let's see. We'll take this. We'll have to open up a new instance here of Studio. It'll be a lot easier to edit this because we need to edit the truck as well in order to get the lights to work. Alright, so that gives us the trailer. And then we need... So I'll just delete this one here, and then we need the truck. Perfect, right? And you know how this works? Each trailer has its own name. I think that's all that needs to change. I don't think we need to change anything else. Just the trailer name. And this could be dry van. And why is that important? Well, it only matters here in the hitch. When we connect to this part here. Three, four, five, six, 7 trailers. I think that's right. Yeah, okay. So, what's going on here? We have a Boolean value. Right here, we have all these values, right? So we need to duplicate this. And this needs to be called dry van. And then we basically just need to copy this here. Like that. So, okay, so let me explain sort of what's happening here. So we need this Boolean value in order to get the light in the trailer to work. Because in the A chassis script, where is it here? The light add-on. So if we just go to the trailer handler here, we'll duplicate that. We'll call this the drive-in. So this looks for a value, right? It looks for a Boolean value. And see if car.miss.trailer.value is true. So that's what we need this value for, that's all. So once this value is true, then it says, okay, that's the trailer that we're using. Now we know which trailer to cast the light value to without giving errors. That's all that is. And I think that's all I need to do, right? Oh, and then that's the trailer. Right? Yeah. Should have the right name. So now I don't know if I want to like I don't know how we want to do this here. I'm just kind of thinking like, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Make this white. More like a gray. We could do that. Yeah, you know what? We could do that. And then let's get a part in here. Let's make this part of the trailer. Sure, it's maskless. Now, I don't know what's kind of what would be a proportionate height. So what I'm going to do, oh, I don't want to do it. We'll just go with toolbox here. We'll look for a trailer. We'll just scale it off something that's already been scaled reasonably. There we go. Yeah, okay, that's not bad. Let's see. So if we did something like that, it's basically what we're doing here. Just to be about that, that's all. Alright, cool. There it is. Yeah, just get the walls set up here, get the sides set up here. We'll stay just on the inside. We'll try and keep the clipping down. Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. Duplicate that. Oh, I don't think it's so tall. Alright, anyways, we get the idea here. I gotta build a trailer. That's what I'm doing here. Building a trailer. This one could stay slightly ahead. We could change the color as well. Just a little off, just a little darker than okay, we can do that on that side. Cool. Pretty basic box. I must say, it's a pretty basic box. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that up a little bit here. I don't kind of like that. Let's see. Don't like that. Maybe I could throw in some trim or something. Yeah, maybe I got some trim on there. That, this, and this should be smooth plastic. Yeah, so this as well. Yeah, and then maybe for these corners, we can do something like this. Too fancy. Maybe it's too fancy. It would need to be like just a small little piece of trim like that, right? Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh yeah. Just covers that. Just covers that part. And you can almost cover all the way up. It's the clipping, right? Like when you turn up the graphics mode, you really notice sometimes a lot of the clipping with the parts, and it can be hard. For me, it's kind of hard. Unless we could union this all together too. That could work too. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, something like that. So you get the idea here. So we got to build a dry van. Looks kind of does some stuff. And then so anyway, so once the dry van is complete, here I'll just save this. It's kind of I'm just playing around right now. Let's see, dry van. I mean, it all at this point in time, it all has to be. All this stuff has to be done. What is it? 14 minutes? That's not too bad. Yeah, and then we can go back to working on the interface. So we can just hop over to that for a little bit here. So. What do we have going on here? Alright, just give me a moment here. Let's see. Okay, so we've got the factory manager. Yeah, this is the first one here. So anyways, how does all this work? So we've brought the T3 fuel here. So now we just have to figure out, okay, now that we have the fuel, and we're on the T3, what do we want to do? So we go to electronics here, right, into our functions. So we need a remote event. So we come into the replicated storage. We go into factory. We'll duplicate that. So now what do we want this commodity, oh, the dry van, right? So let's just call this dry van. Perfect. Just like that. Dry van, just like that. And then instead of the food, it's going to be a T3 fuel, isn't it? Let's see, we have to go to player added. Where's all this here? This here. All right, and then of course this will have to change. Instead of container and warehouse, it'll be dry van, ready for shipping or whatever. And I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna change this amount. I think you're gonna need like, we'll say 200 for the dry van. I like that. So now what? Okay, so now we've done that. Now dry van. Oh, and then what we need to do is we need to go back to our factory. We have all our manufacturing scripts. And now we need to make a manufacturing script for this. So we can just take this one here. And we can duplicate this. And we can say factory dry van. Save. So we need to do we need to do a whole bunch of things actually. First thing we need to do is we need to create the value to save. So we'll call this dry van. Just like that. And then all right, so we've created a variable that we can save the value to. We've created a call function, which is going to verify that number every time we join the game to make sure that that is the number. So now what we can do is we can take our save side of it and we basically just convert this over so we're all firing off the same remote event. And we just need to make sure that we have the correct variables. Because here we're loading, set async. We're loading the data. So, instead of storage A, we could say dry van. Dry van factory. Let me get that right. You know, like I say, it's pretty easy. Like once you've made your script, as you can see, all I'm doing is I'm going through it and I'm just editing it. You know, I'm just changing some of the names around, but the overall design of the script doesn't change. So that's the cool thing about coding, is that once you've designed it and it works, you know, you can easily replicate it and add to it without too much effort. And then we need this. And this isn't going to save as food. This is going to be the T3 fuel. Perfect. All right, now here you see it's only taking 25. So I think what we're actually going to do is we'll take 100. We'll take 100 fuel every time. Per unit. Ooh, and then you'll need 200. Let's see. Let's think about that for a minute. So, you'd have to make 5 full trips. No, that's too much. That's too much. That's probably more appropriate. 10. 10 to 1. Yeah. Yeah, because at this point in time, you also have to think about the player, right? So because the game is hosted on a server, and we're not like updating, you know, like what I mean is it doesn't have like a real time save feature built into it. Not yet. So that means like if you spawn the trailer, you spawn the boat, and you're out there, like anytime during transit, if you lose connection to the server, you're going to lose your time. And that part isn't going to be saved into the system. So I'm trying to be careful about these values, and I'm trying not to make the values too large, because there's already a lot of steps that the player has to take where something could go wrong, where they could, you know, lose their efforts. So I'm just trying to be a little careful on that. You know, I'm trying to be a little easier on the player and saying, like, those things happen, right? You lose connection to the server, and then, oh man, you wasted all that time. Okay, so that might work. We could go 10. I could even double this. We could just say 2 to 1 for now, yeah, because you still need 200, so you still have to sit there and wait. That's pretty good. Okay. So that'll be that. That'll be that. That's that. So now we need to finish the trailer. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're missing now. Trailer. And then a mission. Alright. So, I mean, for now, I don't know. I just need the trailer for now. Alright, let's test to see if I can even haul it with the truck. Oh, those things fell off. Whoopsies. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Easy peasy. Okay. So we have our dry van. Oh, let's test the lights and everything else. Real quickly. There needs to be more work. I'll do that on my own time. Just kind of finishing up the trailer, adding some more details to it. There is going to be one that has a gen set on it. And, you know. Oh, because I didn't rename the trailer, I don't think. Is that right? Fluid trailer. Fluid trailer. What? Hold on. Oh. That'll explain that. Okay. Had the wrong value there. Oh yeah, nice. Nice, perfect, perfect. Okay, so that will do for now, actually. That's really cool. I might make this a little bit taller. Looks like it could be probably a little bit taller. Indeed. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure how to proportion that. But anyways, that'll work for now. Okay, so let's duplicate this. We need this in here. What are we going to do? Let's take this. Do that. Oh, whoops. Did I just duplicate it? I didn't copy it? There we go, there we go. Okay, so we have our dry van. Let's call this the dry van. Up a little bit. Okay, for now, I'll have to move, I'll change the location of it for now. Okay, so then when we move it, oh, Tech 2, right? What do you say, trailer? Find first child, dry van, and then we want to clone it as what's its name gonna be? Trailer. Okay. Trailer. Okay. Then what? Then what? That's done, that's done, that's done. Oh, and then in order to move it, okay, so this is what I wanted to check out. Right, so we need to have more than 200 to manufacture it. If it's 10 to 1, we need to have at least 10 in here. So, is it 10 to 1? here's what I'm thinking. I'm like, nah, maybe we want to, maybe the numbers, the original numbers I had were actually pretty good. 2-to-1 on the fuel. Well, if you need 200 units, then it should just subtract 200, and just as easy peasy as that. And then that way, in the function side, we can say if there's at least 200 fuel in there, then you can produce a dry van. So of course, then the last thing I need to do is I need to make a timer for all this. Timer, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you still have to deliver it and all that sort of stuff. So, I mean, whatever. A timer, you know. Right, you still have to gather the fuel, bring it here. You know, I think about all that stuff too, right? So, okay, so then that'll do that. So then when we get the dry van, where is it going to move it? It's just going to clone it into the workspace, but we can't do that. Unfortunately, we have to get its position, its X, Y, Z position. And in order to do that, it's important because if we don't do that, it'll appear in the workspace, always at the same position. And we want the player, we want it to appear near the player's house, right? So what we need to do is I'm just going to find a location here. I don't know, maybe it's going to be like, that's the thing about the evolution of your game, right? Every time you add something, you need to consider there's so many other things that you might need. Maybe we'll need a building here. It'll spawn inside a building, and then you can back in, connect to it, and then haul it away. That could work, but for now, we'll just... for now, we'll take this part here, and we'll duplicate it. And it can just appear for now right here. Let's see, home spawn, B, and then we can say... Oh, I needed to move to, didn't I? Yeah, okay, just a second here. So we need to say game.workspace, find first child, player, dot name, home. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, it gets, you know, I mean, there's a lot of scripts kind of going back and forth on. So we need one more thing from the excavator, which is just this. Perfect. And then we're done with that. Oh yes, and then we need this here. The respawn handler will tell me what the actual name of the house is. There it is, capital H. All right, the home. What is this? Oh, I had it. There it is. The home spawn B. The home spawn. Yeah, there we go. Dot position. Dot X. Perfect. And then we need to go Y and Z. This needs to be capital. All right. X, Y, and Z. And then here, we don't need any of these offsets anymore for that. So that's okay. All right. right, now let's see if this is all possible. So let's save the game. Now all I'm trying to do is manufacture and spawn the item. So what I need to make sure, yeah, the code is there. Okay. Yeah, like I say, I was debating on the cargo types, what I wanted for the Tech 3, and I thought, you know what, these full trailers is probably a good way to go. Oh, and that, I gotta stop this for a minute. This interface here is going to replace this. All right, and we'll enable that. So didn't see any errors except for the sound, but that's all right. That's just the weather handler. Figure that out. Okay. Oh, let's go over here. Make sure this works. Yeah, so as you can see, really, it's about you build it, and then we have to test it, and we want to make sure that we're testing each stage. Oh, I only have 600. Why is that? We have to test each stage, each step, to make sure that we're getting that successful result. And then once we've tested each step to make sure we get that successful result, then what I do is I go through and I test it in its entirety to make sure that it all works. And that doesn't mean that it's going to work every single time. It should, but hiccups happen. So, champ factory dot T3 fuel. My nose is so dry today. So dry right now. I can't explain it. This cold diet to whatever it is, I tell you. It's doing a number on me. Alright. That's alright. Yeah, we should have at least 1,000 units of fuel in there. Oh yeah, I gotta hit the button. Hit the button. Yeah. All right. Let's see if we can manufacture two. That should be 400, right? All right. So I got one in storage, and then if we move that to the warehouse. Look at that. It worked. There's our trailer. Nice. Okay, now I just have to make sure that it's saved those values. So yeah, it's back to 0 because we withdrew, and that should have been their dry van champs. Oh, perfect. That's actually really good. Oops, I'll go back to the player side. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'll get you your food in a minute there, cat. He's got a bowl with kibble. He's got another bowl with kibble. Not good enough. Not good enough. Hey, not good enough for me. All right. Okay. So that's that. So that's been a complete successful run through. So now what I need to do is I'll save this. I'll need to finish this. I'll get rid of that. Okay. You're being so sweet. He says, please. I guess that's going to do it then for this video. It seems like I'll have to... oh, what's going on here? The internet. Oh my goodness. It seems like I'll have to... you really need to be fed, huh? That's gonna do it for this morning's video. The next step is to add a quest, and then I'll need to add the update the icons, right? So what I do is here I'm tearing apart the couch in the background. So what I need to do, I'll just go online, right? Which is what I was doing here, and then go to Google, and then we need like truck trailer icon. Maybe like a dry van icon, actually. Let's see. Could even take that. Right, crop it. Save as. Whatever you're saving your stuff as. JPEG, so it's small, it's easy to load. And then just update the icon. Oh boy, oh boy. Really? Are you gonna make me stop? Are you gonna make me stop for you? He looks down. He looks down at his. He's just sitting there. Please, sir, can I have some more porridge? Yeah. So okay. So this is pretty much complete. Now this information. Let's see. This can be the drive-in. And now we need a delivery location for the dry van, and I'll need to set up a mission. So okay, just give me a moment here while I tend to the cat. Oh, he's a whitefish. The whitefish at the tuna. You want the whitefish, Daddy? That's it. That's your food. You want more of the other stuff? What then? The dry? The dry stuff? You want more of that? Nope. I don't know what he wants, but... Alright, you got your food? You need some water? Alright, that'll do for now. Alright, back to where we were here. Okay, so, right, so now we need a mission. We need a mission location to deliver the dry van to. So that's kind of like the last part here. So what I'll do is I'll go over to, over here I have a... You know, maybe, yeah, let's see here. Grab this NPC. For now, I hate that sometimes. They're too close like that, and the mouse kind of... Okay, so we've got him here, and then what we also need to do is we want to get rid of the trailer. So, what do we want this person to say? Emergency delivery. Should say dry van. That I'm not sure. This part I'm not too sure about. But I think if we come over here and this is where we do the dry van delivery, and then instead of this part here, just leave this blank, and we'll do that. Space in there. No, that doesn't make sense. Why would it give you the mission? Yeah, we'll have to... So either we talk to this person and he... Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Yeah, run low on supplies and whatever. This will be dry van delivery. I like that, actually. Dry van delivery. And then this will be like... So... May as well make this 100,000. And we'll make this 5,000 XP. Because you got to think about it. So the boat trailer is 100,000. It needs to be able to pay for itself, right? Let's see. So let's say deliver dry van. Deliver a to this location. Just like that. Deliver a dry van trailer. Deliver to this location. And then in here we'll say you must. You need to. Right? You need to manufacture the items. Perfect. That works. Okay, so we do something like that, and then we'll grab the other NPC. And I'm just using the pair because I think they're paired together. I don't exactly know how that works. I'll find out here. I got the code. But yeah, now essentially I've got locations all over the map. with this. So strange. Yeah, there we go. Can I do that? Perfect. It's so strange sometimes how the orientation decides to like, the offsets. All right, so she can be in the back here on this side. Right, I just think it's funny. That's all, you know. On the phone, blah 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 blah. The secretary doing her thing. Okay, so then we'll put him on the street side, and maybe he'll be right over here. Rotate that, and the store owner. Nice store owner. There we go. Yeah, and then you must manufacture the items delivered to this location. Delivered to this location at the back. Perfect. Okay, perfect. And then this NPC let's see, player.name emergency goods then. Oh, now this is interesting because that's a trailer, right? But it's actually a drive-in. So how do we want to do that? Change it here to dry van. Oh, that means I got to change a few of these things here. If we change that to dry van, then what? I have to go through the truck again too, don't I? Let's see. I just have to make sure sometimes, you know, we've done all that work and then now we're kind of like, we start editing it a little bit. So we just have to go through and make sure, double check what we're doing. Oh yeah, I can just change it in here actually. Right here in the trailer handler. Drive in. Just like that. Oh, no, not this one. Right here. Perfect. Okay, so that'll work. That'll work there. Okay, we'll save that. Okay, we can close that down. I won't be testing it per se. And then where? Let's see. Now we need to go back into our respawn handler, which is right here, and then we just have to copy this one here. And then this is respawning. We'll just have it. Do we want to remove it when you respawn? Nah, let's only when you leave the game on this one, and then that's just for safety. We'll do that because when you when you spawn the dry van in the first place, it's going to remove the one that you already have. And then it's going to replace it with a new one. And then it's going to save. It's going to save the values. So that's probably annoying enough. And now you see how many scripts we've had to go through and edit. Okay, so what is it? S drive-in, right? Yeah, perfect. Just like that. Just like that. And then what do we want to do? We're giving ourselves. I said it was 100,000, right? Yeah, 100. Oh no, not experience. It was 5,000 experience and 100,000 in cash. That's cool. Excellent. And now what we need to do is we need to get a badge as well for this. So XP, champs, all that stuff we don't have to change, but now we need a badge. So let's go over getting a badge. So now we got to go to Roblox. We have to go to our game here. And we have to go to View Analytics. And we have to go all the way down to the bottom where it says Badges. And then we need to say Create a Badge. Upload image, videos. This one here. All right, and we just call this Drive-In. Drive-in trailer? Something like that. Oh, it's 2 words. Okay, let's see. This item. Well, this would be for the. Oh yeah. Thanks for helping. Ooh, you really are the champ. You know, something like that, right? Of course, you can add more, right? But that's I think that's cool. And then so we create the badge, and then we just copy the asset ID. Come over here, right? And then I'll paste the asset ID into there. That's the badge. Holy cow! Look at the size of that number. And then everything else. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that should be that. Wow. That's what it takes. Sadly. That's what it takes at this point in time. Just to kind of get it all working. Now, did I update this one? Did I update this? No, not this one. It's T3 fuel. Where are we here? T3 fuel. Awesome. That's that. That really is that. Now I just have to do that 3 more times. Okay, so we'll copy this. Then we'll go to our... sometimes for me it's I can find it in the menu. But my brain it's visual. I like the visual. This here, we'll get rid of that. Paste into. Alright. And then we need to enable it. Even better, even better. Okay, so now the last thing I need to do is test it. So I guess that means I have to open this one more time. I need a truck here to get the trailer. Now, in this case, it should delete the trailer once we complete the mission. Wow, what's our runtime on this one? This is another hour-long video. Nice. Where are we here? Okay, so we need that, and yeah, let me just check to make sure that, because it should, the T2, it doesn't delete the unit, the items. Yeah, you know, it's kind of exploitable. But it is what it is. Let's see. So we'll copy that. Mission complete. It does all the saving and all that sort of stuff. And then we're going to say local item equals, right? If item, then item remove. Just like that. Okay. Perfect. Now let's save to Roblox. Wow, I honestly didn't think I could do that. Now it's taking an hour to do that. You see, as you do it, you know, it becomes easier and easier, and you can get faster and faster at it. The next 3 shouldn't be too bad. It's just copying and pasting. So. Yeah, so just make sure you're keeping track of your numbers. And just try and think of the whole, is there a purpose? Whatever you're adding for the player, is there a purpose, right? You know? I want to add these cool objects to the game. Whoa, internet. But in a lot of cases, they have no utility, right? Where's the utility? Okay, I can spawn the item in. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's cool. But there's no, yeah, anyways, there's no, then what? Just drive around? Okay, so, yeah, 0 in storage. Perfect, because I have to manufacture another one. Okay, and then we're going to move it. I just want to see, I should test to see that it saves. So let's test to see that it saves first. You know, because we're doing all this testing to make sure that the player has a smooth experience. If they have a smooth experience, they're going to stay in your experience. If they don't have a smooth experience, they're just going to go somewhere else. So a lot of that, what I'm doing seems kind of redundant and maybe unnecessary, but really it is kind of necessary, unfortunately. Okay, it says there's 0 in storage, so that didn't save? It did. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that value. The value that it's trying to load. So we're done over here. We're done over here. We're trying to figure out, is it text right? No, this one. Local script. Is it our functions? Oh, no. You know what it is. It's this one here. Ha! Look at all this. So we'll copy this. Holy moly, we'll paste that here. .3. And then dot electronics. Electronics.storage.value. And then it's not factory emergency. It's going to be drive in, I think. Player added. Drive in. Where is it here? Drive in factory. Drive in factory.value. Yeah, perfect. So as you can see, there has been a lot. There's been a lot of things that have gone on. Okay, this will be the last. This will be we're getting into over an hour on this, so. Where are we here? I want to test it. There's a way to test it without having to do all these steps, but I don't want to do that because people are just going to do that. It's more of an exploit that I can't really deal with. So. Well, you either have to drive through somewhere, and then when it touches the trailer, it deletes the trailer and gives you all the rewards. You can do it that way also. That's a bit of a pain to set up. Because ultimately you need the name of the player. So at some point the player has to activate a prompt in the system. So I'm like, if you're going to have to activate a prompt in the system, then that's why I decided to do the quest setup the way it is. Yeah, there we go. We got one in storage. Awesome. So then if I say move to the warehouse, it'll reset. If I open that up again, it'll say 0. Perfect. Okay. And now let's see if we can haul this over there. Nice. And then I think we're just going straight up the street here. Not too much trouble. Come on, internet. Here, we'll go around. I'll pull in right here. Talk to the manager. See what's going on. Oh, store's bare. Yeah, no wonder. He's run low of supplies. It should, like, the store should fill up. Maybe I'll do that. The store should fill up with stuff. That'd be cool. And then, like, yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Then that way, every once in a while, it'll empty out. That'd be funny. Alright, so I can come around here. I should be able to talk to this person, and I should get 100,000. Oh, and I got the badge. Yeah. Cool. So that's gonna do it. That's kind of a. And did it take the trailer? It did take the trailer also. Nice. Awesome. So that's a complete run through. Creating the values, manipulating the values, and then giving the player rewards for effort. That's the whole system. So now I just have to do that 3 more times, and then I can put this update out finally. And then after I do that 3 more times, then I have to duplicate this 9 more times around the map and all that. There's still quite a bit of work to be done, right? And you're going to think, well, why did you have to do that 9 times? Why do we need 9 separate instances? Well, when there's 10 players on a map, and they're all asking the server to do things, it's important to have individual server scripts for each player. That way, you know, it works out better. It'll work out a lot better that way, I think. So that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome, and I hope you learned something here. And I don't know what the next video will be, but there will definitely be another video. So thank you all. Enjoy your Sunday, and enjoy the rest of the day.